What is going on, everyone? A bonus stream for tonight, just because we've had another match. I wanted to stream tonight originally. Thought I wasn't going to be able to make it. And in fact, I can just about. I'm just home. I watched the first half, missed most of the second half. Man United, rubbish. But because this is going to be a quicker stream than normal, I imagine I'm just going to get into all the intros and all that kind of stuff ASAP, and then we can get on to basically put in that Moira is in everyone's teams now. So, sponsor first. There we go. Thanks very much to fantasyfootballscout.co.uk for sponsoring the stream. If you want to check them out, click the link in the description below. And because it's a stream, I'm just going to quickly go through the patrons as well, which I've done this so quick, I've not even set it up properly, because there is someone new. Actually, I need to look up their name really quick. It's only fair. So thanks very much to the producers, Dean P, Madcheck, Alex C, Kenneth DT, Christopher M, Connor S, Andreas G, and Matthew H, and Hayden H as well, who'll be on there next time. So thanks very much. Okay. So yeah, I'm taking over as Man United manager. Jose Mourinho is out. Probably not, but yeah, not good. 3-0. Kane goal and assist. That's going to hurt the rank. I had Eric Bailly, who didn't even play. I've got no one coming off the bench. I'm down to 10 men. I don't know what to do, lads. Tweeted out before, well, just about 5 minutes into the game about Lucas Moura. He goes and scores 2 goals. Has got nice fixtures. I don't know when Son's back. I think I just saw on Twitter that the final and the playoff, the third place playoff for the Asian Games is on September 1st, and Korea are in the semi-finals. So it's probably going to be a couple of weeks until Son is back. But there's obviously international break coming up next. So Gameweek 4 is 1st of September. That's when the final's being played. And the next game's not until the 15th of September. So potentially Son could come back in. Son hasn't necessarily joined the army. It all depends how he does in the Asia Cup. If they win it, he'll probably get out of army duty. So I'm fully awake. And yeah. So Lucas Moura, could he be short term? But in this kind of form, can they drop him? Son going to be tired maybe, but then at the same time, it's just match fitness, I suppose. But for 7 million, it looks good. So for my team, I'm in a bit of a predicament. Because to fund Alonso, I need to go Richarlison to a 5.6 million or less. So we're looking at Fraser, Gundogan, Brooks, Kante. Not sure I like it. Or I could just get Walcott for free, bench buy and play Wan-Bissaka. But again, I've got no bench then. Or I take a hit and sort of buy for a 5.5 million-ish defender, whoever that may be. So I'm really not sure what to do right now. But Lucas Moura looked good. I think he looked... who did they play in the last game? I can't remember now. But he looked decent in that game. Who was it? I'll have to look it up. It was against someone where he fouled the keeper. But he should have taken a better touch and basically scored. Yeah, the Fulham game, I think. Bye to Louise could work, yeah. Laporte, yeah, I look at him as well. And then he scored as well. So now it just looks like I'm looking at bandwagons only. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, Lucas Moura, obviously, the excitement right now is all about getting Moira. Because the game's just finished, he scored 2 goals. But I think tomorrow, I'm still looking at Walcott, I think. I know we talked about his stats being poor. But like people pointed out in the chat, he's played a lot of minutes where Everton have only had 10 men, which doesn't help. He's still done well. He's looked pretty sharp. The responsibility is going to fall on his shoulders. And it means that potentially, for me at least, I wouldn't have to take a hit. I could risk just putting Wan-Bissaka in and playing without a bench. It doesn't look like Bayer's going to get back. Well, he might get back in eventually, but I would say in the next game we'll possibly just go to a back 4. As if Mourinho is even still at the club. I don't think we'll sack him. But back to a back 4 with Jones and Smalling. I think that's how it'll go. Replacements for Richarlison, Walcott, Anderson or Moira. I'm not too sure about Anderson just yet because of West Ham's fixtures. Pereira, well, do you know what? Pereira I would usually say no to because of the fixtures. But it's at home. Spurs, okay, that's going to be tough. At Man United at home, could be a decent one now. Get Milivojevic, nah, I don't think so for 6.5. Because of Chelsea's fixtures, Alonso's got to be a must. I'm still in two minds about Alonso. Yes, he looks very good. He's got lots of attacking returns. Can he keep that up? I'm not sure, but he's going to probably be on free kicks. He's going to be in that box. In the penalty box, that is. He's always making forward runs, etc., etc. I have to take a hit to get him in. I have to pretty much bring in a midfielder that I don't really want to play this week, apart from maybe Gundogan. But Alonso's getting pretty heavily owned. There could be clean sheets coming in the next few weeks. So I'm still not sure about it. If Richarlison is dropping tonight, we lose that and open one. I'm not going to make transfers tonight. I can still afford Walcott, I think, even if he drops. I just don't want to rush the decision because I'm not too sure, if I'm honest. It's just a bandwagon with Moira. Don't go with him. Yeah, but I did mention him before the 2 goals at least. He did score in Gameweek 1 as well. Did he score or was it an assist? Let me have a look. I think he got something. Oh no, he didn't actually, did he? Because that's why people have sold him. Yeah, sorry, it was against Fulham. He should have had 2 goals against Fulham. All of this sounds like a wild card. I still think no to a wild card. Because once Van Bissaka's back, I could just take a -4. But then again, I didn't take a hit last week, so I could take a -4 this week, get Alonso and another midfielder, play Van Bissaka potentially, and bench Fraser, for example, against Chelsea. Play 4-4-2. Could be okay. I don't think I'm quite at wildcard status just yet. Business Cat, it is a bonus stream, yeah. Only one poll this evening. Who is the best Richarlison replacement? I've got a feeling I know who will win. Gundogan is the king of bonus points when he plays. I mean, the only thing with Gundogan, is there a risk he just doesn't play? I think so. Danny Rose was Porter. I mean, Davis is probably going to come straight back in. Watching the Mourinho interview right now. Let me know what he says. Obviously, I can't watch it right now. Well, I could if I had a Sky TV up here, but I don't. Yeah, Trippier. I do like Trippier. I think everyone does. It's just that risk of rotation that's a bit frustrating. Moira looks decent. You've had him since game week 1. He's second most attacking player in a decent Spurs side. I mean, he's basically playing, off Kane up front in the kind of a 3-5-2. He's a 1 week wonder. I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row he's scored now. I'm not sure he's a 1 week wonder. And if anything, the fixtures are getting better, but there are a lot of away fixtures. Liverpool at home is going to be a pain in game week 5. But outside of that, it's Watford, Brighton, Huddersfield, Cardiff, and West Ham. The only, obviously, consideration with him is he going to keep playing in all those games? Because once Son's back, that becomes a bit of a problem then. Enough from Kane to bring him in. A goal and assist is really nice. There's just no way I can fit him in my side right now. He'd have to come in for Aguero, and it's not happening. Or I have to get rid of Salah, and that's not happening either. So I have to just take the hit on Kane and the fact that he is going to score goals, which you knew he was going to. The real problem will be when he scores a hat-trick, and at that point, I'll have missed the hat-trick, so just have to leave it and hope Aguero's done something as well. What to do with Luke Shaw? I think you have to keep him. I mean, you've got attacking returns out of him. No clean sheets yet, but Man United have got pretty nice fixtures. I would take a risk. If you've got a good bench, I would probably take a risk on him continuing to start. Mourinho kind of put his arm around him at the end, patting him on the back, talking to him as if to kind of say, look, don't worry. I don't know if he was at fault for any of the goals, because like I said, I did miss most of the second half. But I think if you got him, and you got him for 5 million, it's a good price. I'd probably keep him. The thing I like about getting Moira in as well, kind of forgetting about whether he will or not keep playing, is I've still got this wild card, so I can take a little bit of a punt like Moira. But it does mean going for someone who's less than 5.5 million in defence, I believe. And I'm probably going to lose 0.1 on Richarlison as well, which is A little bit frustrating, but whatever. Yeah, I'd have to go for a 5.3 million player or below. So I could get Jones or Shaw, which I know looks crazy after tonight, but the fixtures coming up for Man United are pretty good. Mourinho relatively normal and happy in his interview, seemed quite happy with the performance. I mean, from what I saw in the first half, we looked good, but as someone pointed out on Twitter, this is Man United's best performance this year, and we've still lost 3-0. We've lost as many games as Man City lost in the whole of last season. I mean, it's not looking good. Oh, Jones was injured. Okay, apologies. Like I said, I missed the second half. Oh my God. I did actually think earlier when I was considering getting him in, it would just be a matter of time till he's injured, and he's done it already, so... Okay, so maybe Bailly comes back in. The only thing with that is, I mean, it could just be Lindelof, of course. Is if we're not moving Bailly on, I have to make the Richarlison to Walcott move tonight. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no, I'm good. Okay. He will stay, he's awful. Yeah, I know, but if Jones is injured and the other options are Bailly or Lindelof, could just be smaller. When am I going to use my wildcard? When I really feel like I need it, probably in a couple of game weeks, I'd say. We'll see how things go. If everyone turns up this week and does really well, boom, looking good. How's it going, Matt? I hope you enjoyed that win. Absolutely smashed it. I was looking at the stats earlier, by the way. Callum Wilson, really good. Josh King, but he's on penalties. Gundogan and Alonso for Richarlison and Bailly. Gundogan, I don't know about Gundogan. That just... Gundogan just seems to me a bit like just covering Man City, basically. Hazard or Alonso? I mean, that's... You need to know who else you're thinking about there, because it's not really one or the other. There's obviously another two players in the equation. Do you think Everton will be dangerous enough to go for Walcott after Richarlison's injury? Yeah, that is... I mean, one thing is obviously saying that Walcott will maybe take some of the burden now of attacking, but of course they're also a very good attacker down. So there could be a bit less attacking intent from them, but I think Marco Silva is someone who's going to go for it, and hopefully they might have be down to 10 men. How is King on penalties? He took one and Wilson took one. Well, okay, I'm assuming he's on penalties because Wilson won the second one and didn't take it. So, unless they're alternating, but that seems weird to me. Am I happy with my game week score? I was going into the game, if Bailly had played and got a clean sheet, I would have really liked it, but yeah, no, I'm not happy with it now. But I was down to 10 men. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know we missed it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think King's on him. Did I not say that? I've missed what I said now. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think King's on them. What I'm saying is, before people were saying that whoever won the penalty at Bournemouth would take it, but Wilson won both of them and didn't take the second one. And yes, you're right, probably because he missed it. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully King is now full-time penalty taker. Until he misses one, of course. Will Newcastle shut up shop against City and having Aguero as captain a risky decision? I mean, Newcastle will almost certainly try and set up shop. That's what they did last year against them. That's what they did against Chelsea. Just have to hope that City can break them down. They're probably, given what Pep kind of said about being able to break down teams that do that, it may go back to playing Jesus up front with Aguero. So we'll have to see which midfielders get benched. Maybe they'll revert to their kind of game week 2 side. Am I taking a hit to bin Richarlison and King? I'm definitely not taking a hit to get rid of King. Richarlison will depend. Yeah, the Richarlison will depend. I may just do the Richarlison, the Walcott move, and then keep an ear out for buy news. And maybe just play Van Bissaka. I just feel like keeping buy, though, it really is just kind of going against the inevitable, basically. Wouldn't surprise me if Aguero doesn't start this week. Do you know what? I'm not even going to get into that. By the way, if you want to vote on our one and only poll, best Richarlison replacement, then please do. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the bonus stream. Let's get up to at least 100. And hit subscribe if you're new around here. Hi Robert, how's it going? Don't fall for the Moira trap. Trust you. What do you know? What inside info have you got? You could be right though. What about Richarlison buy to Seri? No, I don't think so. Not Seri. Don't understand why Walcott is more popular than Pedro. I think it's just the fixtures. I know Pedro's got a couple of nice fixtures as well, but Walcott's kind of got 3 in the next 4 that are really nice. And a few people, probably myself included, still a little bit worried that Willian and Hazard might start, but I do think that's probably overthinking it a little bit. Walcott feels like a bit of a trap because he's a like-for-like switch. Yeah, I know, and sometimes thoughts like that what cause us FPL managers problems. Sometimes the obvious transfer is the one to go for. I don't know. I want to take a bit of a punt, I think, but I don't really. I just wonder if I need to get Alonso in. He's just killing it. I can't believe I've got Robertson and Mendy, 2 premium defenders, and I still feel like I've not got enough. This season is very weird so far. Sorry. Aguero, stick or twist? Definitely stick. Is Richarlison not one who everyone wants long-term? Feel like game week 6 they were doing Walcott to Richarlison. Yeah, I think you're right, and I said this on the last year. If it was later in the season, I think we'd maybe consider keeping him and just benching him. But because it's so early and people have got wildcards to kind of get themselves out of trouble, I'm probably going to switch. And the thing is, he's going to come back against, if he comes straight back into the team, which I'm sure he will, it's Arsenal away. So it's really the next match you want him for. So you've got a few weeks to think about it. Now hopefully Walcott's got enough points where you can spend those points to maybe take a hit to do whatever you need to. Ramsey or Ozil? If he's definitely going to play, I really like Ramsey. You ask every stream, where is Alonso? Alonso is just nowhere to be seen. Arsenal away isn't that bad of a fixture, yeah, fair enough. You do need Alonso. Him and Mendy are essential. I can't. My man, Robertson. Come on. Downgrade buy for Van Bissaka. But Van Bissaka's on the bench. No wildcard. Mitrovic or Zaha. I know Mitrovic has started really well, and it's very hard to back against him, but I just think with the fixtures, I'm going to stick with Zaha. How do you use the wildcard on the app? I'm not sure. I never use the app. Part of me wants to go ballsy and play about Van Bissaka versus Southampton and bench Richarlison. You could do that for sure. One thing with Crystal Palace I would say is, I don't know what Tompkins' injury is or whether he's going to be out, but Tompkins and Sacco is a really good partnership for clean sheets. I'm not sure Sacco and one other is. Thoughts on Tozen? He's not really set the world alight. If I had him, I'd probably keep him. If you've got no other transfers to make, you could look at maybe Zaha or Mitrovic or even Wilson, but probably not this week. I just think with their 2 upcoming fixtures, you'd probably keep Tozen. What about the video where Aguero was smoking shisha? But I'm pretty sure they've not already come out and said, or at least I saw something on Twitter earlier, they're not really bothered because it didn't have nicotine or anything in it. It was his day off. Don't get me wrong, as a standalone move, Bailly to Alonso looks really good. Don't get me wrong. But it's just funding it. Richarlison to a 5.6. I'm just not sure I really like any of them. Damari Gray playing Liverpool, Fraser playing Chelsea, Gundogan just feels like cover. Kante I just can't get behind. David Brooks for Bournemouth, same issue as Fraser. Swap Peltier for Trippier and downgrade Richarlison to a 4.5 million mid. I mean, that's an interesting way of going about it. Don't think I'm going to do that one. I just feel like Trippier will get rotated with Aurier sooner or later. Mane or Pogba? Mane for me. Obviously, there is quite a bit of a price difference. Yeah, again, Will Hughes does look good for a 5 million mid, but they've got the same issue as Pereira. They've got Spurs and then Man United at home, which is annoying. Got 5 more minutes to vote on the poll. If you want to let me know who you're getting in for Richarlison, unless you don't own him. People that haven't got Richarlison must be laughing right now. Aubameyang, keep or sell? I want to say keep. If you've not got Aguero, I'd be worried this week. How important is it to use all your money? I mean, I wouldn't be leaving millions in the bank because, as a general rule, and it doesn't always work like this, of course, but the more expensive the player, the better they do. So you don't want to leave too much money in the bank, but there's no harm in leaving a bit if you're happy with the players you got. Man United looks to be an easy fix. Yeah, I did say that at the start of the stream. And Watford look good. Is Aguero captain locked in? Absolutely. Unless the Guardian tell me he's not starting, then I would captain Salah. Keep Mane or replace with Hazard. Look, I think Hazard's a great option this week. I don't know if I'd be using the transfer to transfer out Mane though. I don't think he's done enough wrong to warrant that. Unless you really think that Hazard's going to smash it this week, and maybe if you're thinking of captain him as well, it could be a good move. And you've got nothing else to do with your transfers. Yeah, I think lots of people got Richarlison in before the red card. In fact, looking at Twitter, a lot of kind of FPL accounts got rid of Moira for Mkhitaryan this week. And some of them got rid of Moira for Richarlison, so not looking good. That's just one of those really bad luck moves. Both, one, because Mkhitaryan blanks and Richarlison gets red card, and 2, I mean, Moira, yeah, fair enough, can do well, but 2 goals against United away from home. I don't think many people were expecting that. No, I don't think there's been any news on Arnautovic's injuries yet. Mane and Zara out could fund your Kane entry. Nah, not interested in Kane. I'm sticking with that for now. Things can change later on in the season and with the wild card. You got rid of Moira for Mkhitaryan. Ouch. I can see why people did it. Mkhitaryan was a bit of a bandwagon. I mean, I brought him in this week, so I can't say much. Thoughts on Mendy captain? No, not for me. Your wife must be very understanding. She is. Fiance. She's very understanding. Am I fidgeting with the mic button? No. What's my team looking like for next week? It's Mora, not Moira. Mora, is it? I'm never going to get used to saying that. At least not in this stream. Moira. Lucas Mora. Okay. Try and remember that. Mora. Yeah, Lucas, there we go. 43 points, you just want to delete FPL. Look, I'd tell you now, you're going to have much worse weeks than 43. So if you can't cope with a score of 43, you've not got much hope for the rest of the season. Yeah, that Lucas guy for Spurs. Great. Am I keeping Mkhitaryan? Definitely. I only just bought him in. Am I going to take a hit this week? It still remains to be seen. I think I probably am way more likely to take a hit than not. Opinions on Manchester United versus Spurs. I wish Lukaku had taken his chance in the first half. Maybe it would have been a bit different. Very negative. I would say very negative setup with Herrera in defence, but in the first half at least, we played pretty well, I think. The fidget cube is in work. I took it to work today and I will leave it there. Do I buy Alonso? I'm not going to buy Alonso personally. Alright, let's check out the poll. Let's go outside. I'm just refreshing now. Let's see. I'm going to say that Moira is now higher than... I'd say a lot of people already went for Walcott, so I'd say Walcott's still winning, but not by as high amount. So who else was there? Pedro. I'd say Walcott about 47%. Moira around 30. 47, 30. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not bad. Walcott, 48%. So he's still the favourite. Again, I'd say a lot of people have already transferred him in. Lucas Moura, 26%, saying he's the best Richarlison replacement. Only 11% for Pedro and 13% saying someone else. So Walcott's still the front runner. But again, I do think that's probably a little bit biased because people have already brought him in. More than likely, anyway. De Gea has to go. Yeah, it's not looking good. The only thing I will say, and I do understand that Man United are looking really rubbish right now, but it's Burnley, Watford, Wolves, West Ham and Newcastle next. Surely I can get some clean sheets there. Also got to remember as well, a lot of the players we brought in, it's like their first match. You know, Valencia, Matic, their first match of the season. Maybe they can get better. Well, you'd imagine they will get better. I'd hope so. Can't get any worse. Van Bissaka is back. Bailly has to go. Yeah, more than likely. I'm sort of tempted by Van Aanholt, to be honest. I think people are kind of forgetting about him. But again, it will depend on whether Tompkins is back. But he's very attacking. Good fixtures coming up. If Tompkins is back, I can see some clean sheets there. I don't know. Mourinho's playing a new system. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to play that formation we played tonight too much. Is it just buying Richarlison you're looking to get rid of? This week, yeah. I mean, if a wildcard, and of course I'd make more moves, but I think the team's okay for the most part. Schlupp is out of position, yes. What's up, Stealth Panda? Yeah, next stream should be Thursday. Yeah, proper hour-long jobby. Holobas throwback. Nah, not for me. But it does look like he's going to get attacking returns. Well, he's already got attacking returns, but I mean, he's on corners and stuff as well. Which is good. Jose massively praised, sure. Once the first half was over, I popped out basically to go to the gym, and I was telling myself I was going to buy Shaw or Jones. And that was going to fund my Moira purchase. And then look what happened. Scoutcast is tomorrow. Tessa, I've lost your question. Good option, yeah. I'm just always worried about that rotation. It's always a frustration. You don't want them to get rotated in that really nice like home match. Not that they've got a really nice home match for a while, but it's a bit frustrating. Yes, of course, you could have Van Bissaka and Co on the bench, but if your attacking defender's got a nice plum home fixture, it's annoying when they get rotated. I don't think Spurs' fixtures are completely awful, but they are a lot of them are away from home, which is the problem. But I don't think that's necessarily a problem for their attackers. Pedro receives a lot more passes than Walcott, almost double in the final third. That's true, but I think penalty area touches, they're much closer. And let's remember again that Everton have played with 10 men for a lot of their 3 games so far. How's it going, FPL Fox? Yeah, I saw that you've taken a 12-point hit under the influence of alcohol. It happens. It's annoying when you're left with 0.4 in the bank. It's so good. Don't worry about it. Just bank it. All these people worrying about 0.1 million and you got 0.4 in the back, not a problem. Right, people, I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, it was only going to be a short bonus stream after that catastrophe of a match tonight. Lucas Moura, I think tomorrow people will calm down on him a bit and they'll probably just go back to Walcott, maybe Pedro. I do think if he keeps his place, even when Son's back, if Son comes back, he looks like a good option. And just because Spurs are away, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. For the attackers at least. Maybe not so good for the defenders, but yeah, Moira at 7 million looks pretty good. For me, I'm probably going to do Richarlison to Walcott, and I'll think about taking buyout. I'm just not sure who for. I don't think I'm going to go for Alonso just yet, but he could be a wildcard option for sure. I just don't know how I fit him in, to be honest, because I've already got 2 4 million defenders. He's only going up in price. Mane to like a 9 million or something, possibly. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, just a short stream. I felt like there was a lot to talk about. Gameweek preview will be out tomorrow, and then next stream will be Thursday. And then that should be it for this week. I will catch you next time. If you haven't already, hit that like button, be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will catch you soon. Cheers, everyone.